Petroleum is used to manufacture polymers, such as polyethylene. There are quite a few advantages to using petroleum to manufacture polyethylene or other polymers, but manufacturers must consider the disadvantages also. Firstly, petroleum can be extracted from the ground very easily without requiring large amounts of machinery or physical effort. Secondly, petroleum creates large amounts of energy from relatively small amounts. These advantages mean that petroleum is a low-cost fuel source that produces energy at an efficient rate. There are disadvantages to using petroleum. Firstly, petroleum is a non-renewable source of energy. Therefore, once all the petroleum has been burned, it cannot be replaced. Also, a large drawback is its contribution to the greenhouse effect. Both extracting and burning petroleum produce harmful gases. The research done at Flinders University to create sulfur limonene polysulfide uses waste materials from commonly produced items. They use sulfur, which is a byproduct from the petroleum industry, and limonene, which is a main component in orange oil. Therefore, these items are already produced in large quantities. Whilst it is great that they are taking otherwise useless waste and transforming it into something useful, it is important that we consider the fact that it is dependent on the production of the non-renewable resource, petroleum, of which we have already discussed the advantages and disadvantages. Lead chemist in the investigation at Flinders University, Dr. Justin Chalker, couldn't have created this new polymer on his own. He and his team collaborated to initially create a useful plastic or polymer made up of waste products. They ended up making a polymer that can remove mercury from dirt or water. Dr. Chalker then published his findings, and reporter Lucy Carter also published a report detailing the discovery. Carter then spoke to Dr. Jack Ng, who says the mercury's potential impact on people is devastating. This would have been communicated to Dr. Chalker and his team, who now know the full extent of how useful their polymer is. Sulfur limonene polysulfide can bind to heavy metals such as mercury. This is due to mercury's strong affinity to sulfur. Therefore, polysulfide has many potential applications. It could be used in the lining of water pipes to remove mercury from the passing water and in water decontamination. While sulfur is a byproduct of petroleum, its availability is dependent on petroleum's renewability. Unlike oranges, the source of limonene can be continuously grown in farms. However, as petroleum's abundance becomes more scarce, the price of petroleum will increase, resulting in this process becoming more expensive as time goes on.